you feeling juicy? Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be hitting up a bit of the mid-term, and then also, you guessed it, the long-term. Once we're done with that, guys, we're going to get through to my 3 altcoins today. This is 3 altcoins today that I've chosen to showcase to you today for potential professional TA coming through there, and also couple of little positions may be coming through there as well, but obviously nothing I say is financial advice. Please go do your own research before entering any sort of position I do say on this live stream, as I'm not your financial advisor and I legally cannot give you any financial advice at all. So yes, please go do your own research. I'm here to teach you TA, and that is all. Now, the 3 altcoins today that I've chosen to showcase to you are, we're going to be touching on Litecoin, guys, because LTC has been absolutely, obviously, banging it recently, really going to the moon, and yeah, I think there's some good stuff going on there, so we'll definitely have a look at that. We've got a little bit of XMR as well. We've got a bit of Monero to go through, just because there's something going on there, and I do think there's definite juicy money to be made there. We've got a little bit of, and then the third altcoin that we're going to be going through is going to be a bit of AVAX, guys. Amazing stuff. Once we're done with the altcoins, guys, we're going to go through to the altcoin request part of the show. I need to turn my music up. It's a bit low. Techno house. So yeah. Once we're done with the altcoin, 3 altcoins of the day, guys, we're going to get through to the altcoin request part of the show. And this is where you guys request your altcoins in the chat. And I basically do some live TA for you here on the stream. Amazing stuff. Let's do some shout-outs coming in straight away. Not that many of you here today. We've got 10 of you. Amazing stuff. We've got Joe Hart. We've got Scrooge. We've got Mekana Spaghetti. And we got Zan as well. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to Scrooge, the main member in the chat there. Nice to have you on the stream there, my good sir. And one question for you guys. Are you feeling juicy? Are you making those gains? I am. I'm making those gains. Yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get straight into a Bitcoin. As you can see, guys, from yesterday, we were talking about that parallel channel, guys. We're talking about that parallel channel coming through, but I got rid of that. That's done. Now what we're looking at, we're actually looking at a bullish pennant chart pattern after seeing all-time highs absolutely get smashed through yesterday, coming through and setting up a new all-time high around 68,560. Really quite progressive there for Bitcoin, showing a lot of confidence above the volume weighted ATR band on the hourly as well, looking really quite good. Just gonna, I think the background music is lagging a bit, guys, so just have to bear with me. I might have to turn that off and on. Hopefully that is gonna start working now. But yeah, getting there slowly but surely. Nice to see you on the stream there, LR. Nice to see you this morning. Hope you're having a fantastic what are we, is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? I lose track of the days now. Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning and it's 11 degrees and it's mostly cloudy in England. It's pretty crap weather. Anyway, Bitcoin, bullish pennant chart pattern coming through here. Very bullish, guys. It looks like a continuation chart pattern. Even on the short term, we did have a minor bit of a pullback coming through most recently from all-time highs, pulling us down to this 55 moving average, 55 EMA at around 66,000. So still like a $2,000 sort of drop, guys. It's actually still quite, it's really quite healthy for a scenario like this to actually be playing out. And also, as I said there, we do have a bullish pennant chart pattern, and that basically means continuation to the goddamn moon. A continuation to the upside. You have to bear with me. I literally just necked a cup of tea because it was going cold. I didn't want to drink cold tea on the stream. But yeah, this is going to be a bullish continuation chart pattern. And the sort of move that we could be looking for here, guys. I know it's not going to be that big. It's not going to be that big, but we use these as more of an inclination for continuation on sort of the longer term, the macro sort of scale there, guys. So we will get to that. We'll get to the longer term time frames in a second. But if you guys are out there and you're scalping, if you're scalping, you're doing that on a daily basis, you could be looking for some sort of Bitcoin long here, guys. When I say Bitcoin long, we're gonna go on the most recent uptrend here. To be honest, we don't actually have a most recent uptrend coming through there, but this is what we would be looking for, and that's probably going to actually line up very, very well with the volume weighted ATR band in terms of like a very strong take profit point. So it's definitely a point to be looking out for if you are going to be scalping today, guys. And that's going to be around not much, 1.21%, but it's still a nice 1% coming through there, guys. So, yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there if you are going to be longing today. This music is really quiet. It's a bit better. It's quite progressive, this. I've gone for something different today. But yeah, so that's going to be the non-greedy measure move. We're really going to go for the continuation chart pattern here for the sort of measure move that we do already have in terms of a greedy move up. Yes, it's going to be bringing us into those $70,000 regions. Obviously, speculatively speaking, guys, on where we're going to break here. Who knows where we're going to break or whether we're actually going to break to the upside. Bullish pennant chart patterns, they usually do, but we could be thrown off. We could be thrown off ever so slightly if we do break to the downside. If we do break to the downside, hey, it's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, we've been all-time highs. We're banging it up, guys. It's just not a problem. We're just going to be setting like a higher low and then just progressing up from there. So yeah, it's not the end of the world if we do break down. We will weigh up the possibilities for a potential little scalpy short though. Definitely weighing those up. Now, in terms of a nice big long position on the short-term time frame, we're looking at around a 4.89% gain for that really insanely greedy measure move. As I was saying, guys, it is a greedy measure move, so we basically just need to be staggering taper offers all the way up, all the way along here. Just basically planning for any sort of reversal coming through there, because if we don't and we actually get to previous all-time, if we get to all-time highs there, then we're just going to get rejected, right? We're just going to get rejected. And then if we're going for this 4.89% there, we're probably going to get wrecked, right? We're definitely probably going to get wrecked. And we don't want to do that, guys. We want to be taking profit all the way up, planning for any sort of reversal. Because if we do reverse from here and come all the way back down to our entry, yes, we're going to get stopped out. Yes, it's going to be the end of the trade. But we would have still banked literally like 2% on the way up. So it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. That's why we stagger our take profits, guys, not just go for the filthy, massive, mega, giga, juicy measure move there. But yeah, so anyway, summary on the short term here for Bitcoin. As I said, bullish pennant chart pattern, looking for a position to the upside, not looking too bad here. In terms of a move to the downside, guys, because we are in a downtrend. I know these don't usually break to the downside here, but this is the move that would be present, right? Would be present. When I say that, I mean we have to lose this 55 moving average here, guys, on the hourly to see that momentum really go down. And you can see this space that we've got here, it's quite not that much going on. We've got a couple of horizontals coming through that we could plot in. One here, obviously, we've got a resistance there, and obviously a level of support on that zone as well. And then also to the lower side here, lining up pretty well with the lower side of this measure move here. If we do break later on today, it is going to be literally perfect. The stars are going to be aligning for a bounce point there for Bitcoin. So if we do break down, guys, there's definitely a short position to be looking out for, as this is a bit of an empty war zone coming through here. We could literally just dump down fairly fast, so it could be quite a quick entry as we lose the 55 and then basically progress down there for the scalpers out there. Let's have a look in terms of percentages. Nothing too crazy there, guys. Still only around a 2.14% there. Really not too bad. No, Siri, I don't need you now. Sorry, my watch is going. So yeah, around a 2% gain there. And obviously we do have the 200 EMA coming up to say hello as well, and that's definitely going to be a point of confluence as well. Interesting stuff for the hourly. Now, there is something else I do want to touch on ever so quickly, guys, just because we do have potential for, and this is a scenario I did want to run through just ever so quickly, because I know I'm spending quite a lot of time on the short term here. As you can see, guys, we do have this low point coming through from when we actually pulled back before for Bitcoin around $60,000 there. 60,000 bucks, man. And then if we do actually break this symmetrical triangle bullish pennant chart pattern to the downside here, yes, there's a measure move. Yes, there's a 2%, but it's basically going to bring the RSI down as well, guys. It is going to be bringing the RSI down as well. And if it is going to happen, we're likely to actually get lower than this zone here. And that's basically going to be causing a bullish divergence, guys. And if the bullish divergence is going to come through, if it is going to come into effect here, then it's basically going to be perfect for predicting a bounce. Perfect for predicting a bounce there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for if we do actually come down and we break this horizontal of this point on the RSI, because then the reversal for the bullish divergence there is going to be coming in quite hot and quite heavy. So so yeah, we could definitely be using that as a point of confluence and a point of profit. Volume, I would say here, trending down as well. Very trending down. Not that much going on here. Looking for some sort of scenario here to actually have a breakout in the volume. We've got a lot of smart money coming through recently in terms of these pumps there, and also this dump as well. Pretty smart money coming through there. So yeah, we could be looking at a nice big spike in the volume coming through very soon. And to be honest, down is looking a lot more favorable, right? Down is looking a lot more favorable because we could actually form, as I said, that bullish divergence coming through there. Now, moving on, guys, we're going to be moving on to what's that point of reversal? Says LR. Now, the point of reversal, what I was saying here, we've got massive support at 65,000. We've also got a lot on the longer term time frames as well. But what I'm saying here, LR, is basically if we come down into this zone here, if we actually lose this horizontal point on the RSI, if we break down of this symmetrical triangle here for Bitcoin, we're gonna be at basically a higher low point here, but a lower low point on the RSI, and that basically what that's going to form, it's going to be forming a bullish divergence, guys, and that's basically going to be meaning that we could be looking at some potential gains to the upside there. In terms of an actual reversal price, it's quite hard to say at this time, but it's definitely a point of confluence to be looking out for on the RSI there. Let's have a look at the chat there, because we got a couple of people coming through there. We got Bounce Nation says, "Yo Chester, you hear about that squid token scam thing? What, that massive rug pull?" Yeah, that's why some new tokens are not the best to get involved with, guys, just because you can see, well, I'm sure a lot of you saw the video of that live streamer doing it, and he was just like, "Oh, this is amazing, we're going up like crazy," and then out of nowhere it's like, "Oh, it hit zero! Oh!" It's completely rug pulled, guys. So yeah, it's just a little reminder of the seriousness of crypto, and not the seriousness of crypto, the risk of crypto, right? The risk of crypto. So yeah, it's a very, very risky market to be investing in and stuff like that. It does fluctuate like absolute crazy, and it's full of goddamn scammers, more scammers than anywhere else in the world, because it's obviously decentralized finance, guys. It's not untraceable, but the government's not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go trace someone for $1,000," right? They're just not gonna bother. So people are getting away with a lot of scamming people for a lot of money. So yeah, billions and billions. So yeah, just be aware. It's not the safest space in the world at this time. Yeah, in terms of going through to Bitcoin here on the midterm here, as you can see, volume is trending down as well, very, very sharply. We are looking for some sort of move coming through there. What I would say, guys, all-time high coming through there, trend line being formed in terms of this resistance point from the previous all-time high there. You can see strong confluence here. That word is going to be used quite a lot in this stream, I do think. We do have a volume weighted ATR band, which before, as you can see, we did actually, this is obviously this little tiny red thing here. As you can see, guys, when we did break this last time, we actually trended above it quite nicely, and we actually bounced off it a couple of times before breaking it to the downside, right? Unfortunately, with this all-time high getting set, we actually seen that resistance play out, so it's definitely a point to be looking out for the future there, because if we do actually come down, the bounce point in terms of level of support there for you, LR, is going to be around 64,765 there. Definite point of confluence there. Confluence, get it out of your head, man. And you can see the level of resistance. So if we actually lose this zone, it's going to be looking pretty bad. But then we've got another bounce point coming through at 62,000 there. 200 EMA coming up to say hello as well. So there's a lot of support below us, guys. We're very bullish overall. You can see we're literally in this huge uptrend. It's looking really, really quite good. A lot of confidence coming through there. We've got a lot of smart money actually getting invested into Bitcoin, continuously pulling us up there. It's looking really, really quite progressive. But what I would say, all-time high rule we were talking about yesterday, guys. If we hit all-time highs, 80% of the time, 80% of the goddamn time, we retrace back to previous all-time highs. So if you're looking for an entry, just sit back, relax. You will probably get one. 80% of the time, you're going to get a better entry than buying the top. So yeah, as you can see there, guys, we've retraced perfectly back down to previous all-time highs. Now, currently sat flirting with that area, whether we are going to hold support or whether we are going to find that Viva resistance. As I was just saying there, we are above all major moving averages. They're not very coiled up, guys. When the moving averages are really coiled up like this, as you can see, really, really coiled up, breakout in the price. It's a signification. It's a sign that it's a signification. It's a sign that we could be looking for a breakout in the price, as you can see there. So yeah, it's very interesting to see this actually happen. And what I would say now is we are in a downtrend, micro downtrend coming through. We have got a higher low coming through here. So if we are going to look for a bounce point, it's correlating pretty well with the 21 moving average as well. And hey, at the end of the day, if we do lose that, it's really not the end of the world, because it's not the biggest high low in the world, guys. In terms of the micro, it probably is in terms of this uptrend. But in terms of the macro uptrend that we are seeing here, these are the real dominant high lows that we are seeing. So yeah, even if we do come down to this zone, it's still fine. Even if we do come down to this zone, it's still fine. I would be slightly more worried if we lost 60,000, guys. If we're losing 60K, losing the 200 EMA, that's when I want to be worried there. That's going to be some sort of sit back, you sit back, calm and collected, and go, right, okay. Bitcoin's bullish. It's dumping off a goddamn cliff here. We've just lost 60K. Basically, you think to yourself, it's going to bounce. It's not going to keep going down. It's going to bounce. Where am I going to buy? Simple as that. So yeah, if you find a nice correlative point there, definitely something to be looking at. But yeah, in terms of even if we do actually dump off a cliff for a day or so, that's absolutely fine, guys. Honestly, that's still really, really healthy, and I will be touching on that on the longer term time frame ever so shortly. And guys, if you could smash the like button, it would help me out tremendously. Obviously, it is helping the YouTube channel in terms of the YouTube algorithms getting shown to more people, and the more people that get shown crypto, the more market caps we get, the more gains that we make on our hodls, guys. So your likes converts to money. No, on a serious note, it really does help my YouTube, and yeah, your likes do not go unappreciated. And we did hit 2.5 thousand subscribers yesterday. Unreal. Absolutely unreal, considering we hit 2,000 like 7 days ago. That's a really, really quite good growth. So your likes are they're really, really appreciated, guys. Honestly, I can't stress that enough. And if I am bringing you any sort of value at all, if you could like the stream, it does help me out tremendously. And also, I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday, guys. Every single day, Monday to Friday morning. And I do altcoin videos throughout the day as well, updates continuously. So, you know what to do. Subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. Yeah, anyway, moving on from all that, let's go through to Bitcoin here on the midterm, as we were just discussing there. Reversal points, reversal support points to be looking out for there. Now, also, this is actually a really, really quite interesting stuff there. Morning to you, Tom. Morning to you, Stephen. Morning to you, Kev. Morning to you, Jay Khan, as well. Good morning, boss. Hope you're well. Hope you are well, too, my good sir. We've got Eduard. Does Stellar move the same as Bitcoin? It depends on the Bitcoin dominance, my good sir. But at this point in time, we will check the Bitcoin dominance, actually. Once we're done with all this Bitcoin mess that we're doing, and then we're going to get through to some altcoin requests, guys. So yeah, get ready for that. Now, moving on. As you can see, RSI, the perfect bounce point is going to be along the zone in terms of a level of support here. We don't need to dump in the price for this to actually be support, guys. We can actually just go sideways, and the relative strength index will go down, because it is the strength on how much people are buying right now. If we are going to be literally consolidating and just going sideways along this zone around this 66, 67 sort of area, I would expect the RSI to be coming down, and then we could be looking at a lovely, juicy bounce point from this RSI. If this is going to come into fruition, I mean, to be honest, we have already seen a measurement of completion from the symmetrical triangle coming through on the RSI, so I don't really see us actually banging up quite aggressively yet again. I wouldn't expect us to lose this trend line either. That's why it's going to actually be a really interesting point to be referencing there, just because we know the strength of Bitcoin right now, and yeah, there's quite a lot going on right now. So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for, depending on how we actually react. Because if we are going to be reacting to this line here, then it's going to be meaning something's going to be happening here on the shorter term time frame. And as I was discussing, the long and the short sort of scenario there for the short term time frame for Bitcoin, there is definitely going to be a reactive point here on the RSI on that midterm, and that's why we need to use all of our time frames, guys. I must stress that. Good morning to you as well there, Paul. Good morning to you there, M. Crofter. I managed to buy back into DOT a few hours again on a slight dip. Predictions for the rest of 2021 for DOT, says Paul. Paul, personally, I hold a hell of a lot of DOT. I think DOT is insanely underpriced, and I think it's going to absolutely bang it right. Obviously, it's a massive contender for Solana here in terms of blockchain technology. I really, really think DOT is seriously undervalued at this time, and it is really going to moon, guys. When I say moon, it sounds such a moon boy, right? I think, honestly, I think DOT is due some serious progression. I don't think it's going to be like, oh, we're going to do like 3% in a day. I think it's honestly, I think we'll probably see a 20%, little 5% pullback, 20%, 5% pullback, 20%, 5. It's going to be some sort of scenario like that. It's going to be very, 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 very progressive, I do think, for DOT. It's just, it's chilling out for a little bit because it has pumped up pretty big. DOT's my wife. I love her so, says Steven. Amazing stuff, man. Yeah, let's move on to the MACD here for the old BTC on the midterm. As you can see, guys, we have actually seen, this is actually a very interesting point as well. We've seen a bearish crossover coming through there. Bearish crossover coming through. This downtrend is actually, sorry, this uptrend has actually come to an end. But what do we have here, guys? We were talking about this yesterday. This is the trend cycle on the lower side here. We're setting higher lows here on this trend cycle. This right here, right now, could mean, you know what this can mean? Reversing the trend, guys. We've seen this a second ago, not a second ago, last week. We've seen this most recently, reversals in the trends from this zone, right? Very, very correlative along this point. So right now, right here, right now, we're actually sat on that point. Now, if we're looking at Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, referencing the MACD on the midterm here, This could be a reversal point. When I say reversal point, I mean we could bounce from this zone, guys. We could bounce from the zone. We tested the 55. We could bounce up, and this basically could be signification for our long trade here on the short-term time frame. The stars are aligning here, people. The stars are aligning for Bitcoin to bang it to the goddamn moon. And also, we do have yeah, let's move on to the long-term time frame for Bitcoin, because we do have a potential humongous breakout scenario that we're looking at. Hello, is that money I hear? Is that money calling? Let me answer. No voicemail for money. Looking at this right now, guys, we do have it is a bit of a rising wedge, I know, but it's looking insanely bullish right now, so it's really not too bad, right? It's really not too bad. I would be inclined to draw something along the lines of this, and this is basically going to be it's going to be a rising parallel channel, guys. A rising parallel channel, which is goddamn bullish, I must say. We're in the breakout scenario of this chart pattern as well. So the breakout scenario in terms of the measure move that we could be looking for, I know this is pretty ambitious. It's pretty ambitious, but the way that Bitcoin's behaving, the way that crypto is going at this point in time, we're still fairly early into this run, guys. We're fairly early into this little cheeky bull run coming through there, if we are going to be activating that bull market barrier that we will be touching on ever so shortly there, which we're currently above, guys. Pretty good stuff coming through there. Hey, you says, good day, Chester. Good day, all. Just saying hello and back to work. We'll watch later. Thank you very much, my good sir. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, it's nice to see you on the stream there. Hey, you. Do appreciate you, man. Do appreciate you. Now, as you can see, guys, massive breakout scenario. It's going to be around a 35.61% in terms of that measure move there for Bitcoin here on the daily, on the long-term time frame, guys. This isn't going to be overnight. This is really it's going to be happening probably over the space of a few weeks or so. Guys. It's not going to be overnight. But this is what we could really be looking for the end of the year, guys. And when I say the end of the year, I mean December 2021. No, of course it is. But yeah, so as you can see, in terms of a price target for this, guys, we could actually be looking for around a $91,561 for Bitcoin. Let's just take a step back here. $91,561 for Bitcoin. Insane stuff there. Really quite cool. And that is basically what we need for Bitcoin to be getting to that 100K by the end of the year, guys. If we are just going to go in this parabolic motion that I have drawn here in this measure move here, obviously, guys, speculatively speaking, on when we're going to break this trend line coming through here, but speculatively speaking, this is something that we could be aiming for there. Now, obviously, we do need to be taking profit all the way up. We've got these major trend lines coming through from previous all-time highs back in 2018, I do believe. So yeah, these are very correlative points in terms of reversals there. So we're probably going to, if we do come up to any sort of 75,000, 76,000 sort of zone there, we're probably going to see retracements to previous all-time highs, as we say there, guys, and then bouncing back up, getting through that zone, probably bouncing up again, seeing measure move completion and getting to around that 92,000, and then probably bouncing down again, guys. If this is going to be the uptrend that we're going to be looking for, this is definitely something to be looking for. And to be honest, I really wouldn't be surprised if there was a cheeky bang wick to the downside like that, just to liquidate as many longs as possible. Because if you think like a whale, you're never going to fail. And the way that these rally up, my people, the way that these rally up, they're just the whales are not just going to let it be a smooth ride. And to be honest with you, recently, it's been a bit too smooth. And when I say a bit too smooth, I keep saying, and when I say, it's weird when you're speaking straight from the consciousness, you kind of repeat certain things, and yeah, so I'll try not to do that. When I say. Yeah, anyway, what I was saying here, Edgeworth says, pretty good Christmas. Yeah, man, pretty good Christmas, man. Oh, Chili's and AXS got listed on the eToro yesterday. Interesting stuff there. Uh-oh. We've got a scammer. Words can't express the gratitude I feel when I think about what you've done. Okay. Okay, man. You're definitely going to get... You're gone. Bye, George. So yeah, as you can see, this is the measure move we are going to be looking for the uptrend that we are looking for Bitcoin right now. Obviously, massive breakpoint that we are looking for. We have broken it. We have seen all-time highs, but as I said, we're testing previous all-time highs at this horizontal. If we are to lose this zone, guys, we've got horizontals plotted through 62,750, as well as what I was saying, these trend lines coming through at 64,000 and 61,000, 62,000 to be looking out for. Now, this is interesting. We've got a volume-weighted ATR band coming through here, guys. This is a very, very interesting tool just because it acts as a massive level of support, especially when we are above it, guys. You can see the support that we have seen on this, testing it 3 times already. So if we do come down to this zone, yes, there is a chance that we can break. And we need to weigh up that scenario there, depending on how the price action is behaving. But if we do get to that zone, it is going to be a higher low, guys. It's going to be a higher low if we can actually bounce from that point. So yeah, it's going to be looking pretty progressive if we do get to that zone and then bounce, because that's when I would be looking for highs again. All-time highs getting breached, looking pretty good. And let's jump back to the last time that we did actually see. As you can see, we broke, we actually lost the volume-weighted ATR band here, and we saw a nice test here to the upside, and the resistance played out pretty strongly indeed. That's another scenario we need to weigh up. But let's jump back. Let's jump back to last year. This time last year, when we saw the volume-weighted ATR band really get tested multiple times before actually having that massive breakout in the Bitcoin price there. So yeah, it's definitely a scenario that we do need to be looking out for. If we are going to see Bitcoin actually run up like that, we definitely are going to be using the volume-weighted ATR band as confluence there. Now, the volume-weighted ATR band to the lower side here, you can see obviously the May crash coming through. Mass levels of support, guys. This is definitely huge buying up areas to be looking out for there. So next time that we do actually crash down like crazy, the volume-weighted ATR will probably a lot higher up by then, but this is definitely going to be a point to be looking out for in terms of a nice buying up scenario there. As you can see there, if you were to buy up around 30k and basically just hold it for like a couple of days there, you'd be up like 10,000 bucks, like that sort of scenario. So yes, very good point in terms of a support point to be looking out for there for the future there for the old Bitcoin. Now, parallel channel, we've got a rising sun parallel channel. As you can see here, guys, this is looking pretty progressive, but I would say resistance point is going to be at the top side here around 75,644. Now, let me get rid of one of these, right? Now, something I do want to say here, if we do break this parallel channel rising to the top side here, there's a breakout scenario, guys. There really is another breakout scenario to be looking out for, and this is very ambitious. May I just say, very ambitious. Depending on where we're going to break, this is going to be another price target for Bitcoin. This is what we could be looking for the price target for the end of the year, guys, because I know rumors are in the air. A lot of people are saying 100k Bitcoin. A lot of people are saying 100k Bitcoin by the end of the year. It would be unbelievable if we could do that. It really would be unbelievable. To be honest, I'm okay if it goes back down to 20, right? That's absolutely fine for me, because we know this is going to do well in the long run. So yeah, it's just basically, it's going to be hodl accumulation zones coming through there. So yeah, it's really not the worst thing in the world if we do see Bitcoin dump off a cliff here. But if we are going to see targets coming to the moon here, I keep saying that. If we are going to see targets coming up here, this is going to be around a 33% gain there for Bitcoin. And it's going to be at around, we're going to be probably finishing that measure move just over 100k at around 101,000, obviously depending on where we break, guys. And how, the longer that it takes for us to break there, I'm lagging. The longer the higher that this price target is going to be there. We got a super chat coming through there from AU Stream Gaming. Hey champ, have you had a look at Chrono's chain? Could be the next. Oh, that's interesting. Binance Smart Chain. You could also check Empire Dex as they're the first official Dex on Chronos. Let me write those down, man, because they sound really quite interesting. For me to do some personal research. And obviously, guys, you know what I do. If I find something good, I will always post it in my Telegram group, Telegram community. So yeah, I do appreciate that. AU Stream Gaming there. They have over 220,000 crow raised in their LGE with only 5 days remaining. Aussie news. Interesting stuff there, man. I do like that. Let me have a little look. I'm just going to write that down. Otherwise, it'll get lost in the chat throughout the stream. Chronos chain. Yeah, guys, if you want to go check that out as well, and just see if AU Stream Gaming is correct. Yeah, interesting stuff there, man. Thank you ever so much. They have potential to be the next Binance Smart Chain. Interesting stuff, man. Definitely going to do some research on that. So I do appreciate appreciate the super chat as well, man. Do appreciate all that stuff coming through there. Now, let's move on, because I know you guys are itching for Bitcoin. I know you guys are itching for crypto, for altcoin requests, right? You guys are itching for altcoin requests. So let me do Bitcoin coming through here. As you can see, we are currently at 60,690, and obviously we all know about this hash ribbon signal, guys. The hash ribbon signal. I've been long since 43,800, and I'm still long until the hash rate closes, right? Until the hash rate crosses. And to be honest, we're getting further and further and further apart, which is very bullish there for Bitcoin. So yeah, it's really, really looking quite good. I'm just going to be holding this long. I think I'm currently up like 50% or something crazy. 43,800. Yeah, 53% currently up, and yeah, pretty progressive there. So yeah, well done to anyone who is involved with that. And this is basically an indicator you guys can have for free, and you can literally just blindly long it pretty much. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. Just go to your indicator tab on TradingView and just type in hash ribbons backtest by Bitcoin Beats there. And massive shout out to him. He is my brother. And you can we're starting with 10 grand here, and starting with 10 grand, 5 trades. Now we're looking at currently sat around 69,000. What's that? Yeah, 10 grand. Currently sat at 69,000, so looking really, really quite progressive there. So yeah, well done to anyone who did get involved with that hash ribbon signal. But yeah, that indicator is there for you guys for free. Absolutely for free. No cost. Not at all. Kev, just join the Telegram channel just now. Yeah, to be honest, we are we're pumping up those members now. We're clearing like 330 members. Is really, really insane progression there for Telegram. And it's a really nice, tightly knitted community. I did have to employ some mods. Well, not employ some mods. I did have to select some mods coming through there, just because we're getting a few more scammers in there. So just beware of scammers, guys. There will be guys, there will be people out there trying to replicate my my YouTube and stuff now, and they will try and I'll never just private message you, right? I'll never do that unless I announce it in the, I'll announce it in the Telegram. That's what I do. Yeah, moving on. I'm gonna catch my breath, man. We're looking at around Fear and Greed Index around 75 there, so it has come down from yesterday, around 84, which was extremely greedy. Which, to be honest, it's not good. It's not good, and the reason why I say it's not good because we're still greedy, guys. Still at 75. If we look at my favorite charts here on Crypto Quant, you can see open interest is insanely through the roof, guys. It's like so goddamn high right now, higher than it was back in April before the insane May crash, right? Insanely high. You know what this shows? This shows how many futures contracts are currently open, guys. What if you're a whale, you think like a whale, you're not going to fail. Imagine the scenario here, guys. Imagine the scenario. You're sat here, you're a whale, you've got the billions, you're sat there like, well, everyone's in futures trades. Let's liquidate everyone. Do you know what I mean? It's that information does need to be used there. So the higher that this goes, the more scarce people need to be, right? And this is something that is getting really overlooked here. But I think at this point in time with the current climate, I think a lot of people are really coming into crypto again. We're bringing in a whole new audience again, and these people who are uneducated in a sense, they haven't really had the time to do their own research into the crypto space and stuff. They're probably going to get wrecked fairly soon. So just try not to be part of that getting wrecked train, right? I want to talk about also this all exchanges whale ratio here, guys. This, when we are actually really quite low on this, we've been quite high recently, and this it basically shows stability here of basically like the crypto market in a sense, and it being quite low, actually breaking high lows that we've seen here recently. This is actually really quite good, especially for altcoins, guys. It really does, it just shows a lot more stability in the markets there for altcoins. So this could mean that we're looking for a nice altcoin run. Alt season could be starting. Wouldn't that be amazing, right? So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of information, also BTC all exchanges reserve, guys. How much BTC is held on the exchanges and not held in the wallets. This is basically getting lower and lower because it basically means people are moving their money from the exchanges like Binance and Bybit and all of those other ones, Femex, and obviously I'm not here to show you exchanges, guys. I'm not about that life. And as you can see, it's actually going down quite... Oh, my big head's in the way, right? As you can see, right, it's going down quite rapidly. Really quite rapidly. And that basically means people are moving their money from the exchanges into their private wallets like Trust Wallet and MetaMask and stuff like that, right? So it basically means it's very bullish. Very bullish because they're not going to be trading those Bitcoins. They've got the confidence to be like, I'm a hodl. They put them in a hodl, right? So yeah, it's very bullish seeing that sign coming through there. Now, moving through to, that's the wrong chart, moving through to, that's the sideways money. Not going to be touching on that right now. Probably want to get some altcoins coming through because we are at 36 minutes here, guys. Total market cap still running up like crazy. We've got volume weighted CTR band resistance there on the daily. Interesting stuff. That's going to be interesting to see when we actually break that because same as Bitcoin before, when we did break that before, we did actually ride that wave up quite continuously there. So yeah, let's have a little look at that. Mr. The Salango says, hey Chester, what's going on with those likes? 20 likes? Unbelievable, guys. Unreal. Thank you ever so much. LR says, please check out Chester's incredible 2-sub indicator flash sale. Very good discount at the moment. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't actually say anything about that, guys. The spaces are really filling up for that. And it's basically all of my indicators, every single one throughout all of my packages. It doesn't include the packages, but it does include all the indicators and training videos for all of them as well. And it's literally $949 for a lifetime access, guys. Unreal. And yeah, spaces are filling up for that. So if you are interested in that, just drop me a message on Telegram, and yeah, I'll get you sorted out for that. Not a problem. But yeah, I do appreciate you saying that, LR. Amazing stuff there. Let's move on to Bitcoin dominance, guys. Let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance. I just have to bring that up because this is interesting, very interesting, because we did actually bounce off this 42.61% there. Interesting stuff how we've run up from there. Now, unfortunately, guys, I know you guys want this to fall, because you want this to fall because you want people to be moving their money from Bitcoin into the altcoins, because I'm sure a lot of you hodl more altcoins than you do Bitcoin, because it's a lot easier to make those gains, right? So yeah, as you can see, we are above all major moving averages here on the daily. Not great, because it does look like we're probably going to go up from here, guys. We're going to come up and test 44.74, and this basically means that yeah, the altcoins are probably going to be pretty stagnant for a while. LR is selling her kidney for that. Amazing stuff there. Sunrise says, what are you thinking about SLP, Chester? Isn't Smooth Love Potion, I do believe. Smooth Love Potion. To be honest, I haven't really done my fundamental research on Smooth Love Potion, Sunrise. But I will. I'll probably bring up the chart for that if you request it when we do Altcoin request show coming through there. And just let BTC dominance fall to 30% would be an amazing end to the year, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be unreal? And to be honest with you guys, overall, Bitcoin dominance is going to be going down in the future, but I think what we're seeing here is obviously the start of this bull run coming through. We know at the start of all these bull runs, Bitcoin runs up like mad, and then the altcoins are like, I'm not leaving. I'm not going to leaving. I'm staying here. I'm not moving. It's pretty much what the altcoins do at the start of the runs, right? And then after that, the longer that BTC is trending up, then the altcoins start to catch up, right? Then the altcoins start to catch up. That's probably like bringing new investors in and that sort of thing. So yeah, we basically, it would be ideal for, sorry, what was I saying? I was saying here, as you can see, we are seeing obviously Bitcoin is starting to run up and stuff like that. So now we're seeing altcoins basically going stagnant. It will come, guys. It will come, and we'll probably be looking for some sort of reversal here. This is probably going to be, well, as you can see, we've got a high coming through here. We've got a lower high coming through here. Probably going to be coming up, setting another lower high, and then progression to the downside. But the key break point is going to be here. When we actually break this 40% to the lower side here, money, cold hard cash. That's going to be really, really good. Really, really good. Now, moving on from all that, let's do my 3 altcoins of the day, guys. This is 3 altcoins that I have chosen to showcase to you today for potential positions to be looking out for. Obviously, do your own research, guys. And also, professional TA for you guys to be learning yourselves as well. Now, the 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you are AVAX, XMR, and a bit of Litecoin as well, because we've got some good stuff coming through from all 3 of those coins, I do think. 26 likes, guys. Unbelievable. And your likes really don't go unappreciated. They really, really don't. They really do help out the YouTube channel in general, guys. And I have really been doing quite well in terms of subscribers and stuff like that. Just literally down to you. So they really don't go unappreciated. So if you could smash that like button, it does help me out tremendously there. Now, moving on to altcoins coming through there. I just want to get on my subscriber count to show you guys, because I'm very, very appreciative. Very, very appreciative. Very, very cool stuff coming through. The traction on the YouTube right now is just like insane. Obviously, I'm doing altcoin videos and stuff like that. But like I pulled in 17,000 views in the last 48 hours. It's just unreal. Literally unreal. So yeah, let's bring that up there. As you can see, guys, we hit 2.5k. Unbelievable. 2.555. Unbelievable. Aim for around 3k by the end of November. That'd be unreal if we can smash through that. Literally was at like 2k last week. So yeah, it's really, really, really running up. So yeah, let's have a little look at my altcoins of the day. This is a very, very strange song in my ears. Let's turn that down while I do this. Very weird. It's like some guy like, rock your body, rock your body. Very weird. The first altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is going to be a bit of AVAX coming through there. Very, very bullish on AVAX overall. Just look at this uptrend. How can you not be bullish on this? Yes, we did go parabolic here. Really quite steep momentum here from around $9 all the way up to around $57. Insane stuff coming through there. But from there, we've actually done the healthiest scenario. We've pulled back in more of a bull flag scenario there, had continuation to the upside because the bull flag is obviously a continuation pattern there. And now what have we got here, guys? We have a bullish pennant chart pattern, and that is basically a symmetrical triangle at the top of an uptrend, looking really quite bullish here for AVAX. We are seeing us run up yet again there, all-time highs, getting absolutely whacked there. We're literally getting whacked through all-time highs, really, really quite progressive. And this, what we are seeing here, as I was just saying, bullish pennant chart pattern, you can see, what can you see here? You can see a nice measure move coming through, and that's going to be something along the lines of this. We have seen a measure move completion there, so well done to anyone who did profit from that. Really quite good. Now, let's move on to the shorter term time frame, because it's going to get interesting now. It's going to get really interesting. And the reasoning for this is, guys, let me just bang that there quickly. We could be looking at a rising wedge pattern. This could cause a bit of resistance just for you guys to show. In terms of bounce points, I would be looking for around $79.83 there. If we lose that, we've got a volume weighted ATR band coming up at around $76. We've also got $73.11 there in terms of a horizontal for a bounce point as well. As you can see, resistance. We could be using this as a level of support, guys. We're above all major moving averages, looking pretty progressive right now. Moving down to the shorter term time frames, what I would say is another bullish pennant chart pattern at the top of this uptrend here. Oh, sorry, it's not. It's an ascending triangle, guys, and it's obviously another continuation pattern coming through there. So there could be a breakout scenario that we could be looking for. And as I was saying, this trend line isn't the most valid thing in the world right now, but if it is, we're going to be going off this candle body closes, and this is definitely a potential move to be looking out for another leg up there for AVAX. In terms of a measure move here for AVAX, we could be looking at something along the lines of this, going on the most recent uptrend, guys. Obviously, speculatively speaking on where we're going to break here, this is going to be looking pretty good indeed for a nice little swing trade. It's actually going to be around a nearly 6.69% amazing number there. We're looking at a 6.69% gain there for AVAX if we are going to be running up here. Pretty good stuff, and that's definitely going to be a position I'm going to be looking for. In terms of take profit points, I'm definitely going to be having one at previous all-time high, right? At all-time high around 96.81 there. And please remember, guys, when we do clear all-time highs, 80% of the time, we usually come back down to previous all-time highs. So just be aware, as soon as we clear this zone, just be a lot more scarce in your trade, and just be ready to take profit. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys. Please go do your own research before entering any sort of positions that I do say on this channel. As you can see, that is going to be probably our second take profit point, actually. Yeah, I'll probably bang another take profit in at 95.35, and then probably after that just ride this up and just see, and probably jump down to the lower 10 time frame to see where we are going to get that reversal and the higher low sort of invalidation for the reversal of the trend, right? That's a couple of things to be looking out for. In terms of the RSI right now, yes, we were pretty overextended most recently when we saw the most recent pump here. But to be honest, we've actually come down quite a lot, considering we've actually consolidated in a nice downtrend here, which is really quite good, just because it actually gives us a little bit more wiggle room in a sense, right, for another breakout scenario. And this is like the healthiest scenario sort of for an uptrend to be doing there. In terms of volume is on a downtrend here, so we are looking at another breakout scenario. So yeah, it's looking quite bullish overall there for AVAX. I would say here on the 4 hour, on the MACD as well, we are getting ever so close ever so close to a bullish crossover as well, which could mean more momentum to the upside in terms of signifying a signification for another uptrend coming through there. So yeah, AVAX looking pretty bullish overall there, guys. Definite breakout scenario to be looking out for is going to be at around this 94, 95 sort of dollars there for a lovely long swing position there. Moving through to the hourly time frame just to get a little bit of a better gauge. As you can see, we are seeing pretty heavy resistance along this zone. To actually break this zone, it's actually going to be very interesting to see if we can get over that, because as you can see, over this 4 hour period, we actually came up and actually got rejected multiple times before actually seeing us really cascade down. Now we are taking a leg up. We are being held by the 10 simple here. We're probably just going to ride it like this, maybe a little pullback, and then another test of this zone. Whether we break this zone, it's up in the air at this point in time, just because, as you can see, the resistance is obviously strong. But with that being said, if we didn't have the confidence, we wouldn't have come up and tested it 4 times. We would have actually seen rejection off the first test there. We've tested this 4 times. We're coming up to test this the 5th time. So it's looking actually pretty progressive for a break to the upside there. So yeah, that is going to be your, that's going to be something to be looking out for across the board there for AVAX today. And that's going to be your daily update today on AVAX. Now, moving on ever so slightly. I'm just going to have a drink of water. We're going to carry on. Diego, nice to see you on the stream there. We've got Oscar coming through as well. Nice to see you on the stream there as well there, guys. And if you are stopping by, smash that like button. Helps me out tremendously, guys. It really, really does. Obviously, we are seeing the channel do very, very well. I do appreciate all your likes coming through. That's my air freshener. Let's do my second altcoin of the day today, guys. And then we're going to be doing... And then we're going to be looking at, hey, real quick, is there any bearish divergence on the BTC one-day chart? We could quickly have a look, maybe. Got to run around some dinosaurs. We'll check out your vids later. Have a good one, bro. Have a good day. All trade safe. You too, my good sir. You too, Tom. Hope you're having a good day, man. You're running around dinosaurs. Sounds interesting, man. Some random guy. Let's have BTC on the long term. BTC long term. Daily, in a world, one man. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I think so, my good sir. I think so. And rightly said too, right? I don't know what the word is for that. Let me just draw some divergences in, right? As you can see, guys, we are seeing a bit of a divergence coming through, a bearish divergence coming through. I didn't actually see this, guys. I completely missed this one. So yeah. Sometimes you do miss stuff in prep. Before obviously entering any trades, I do really scan the markets properly. So yeah, as you can see, guys, we are seeing a bearish divergence coming through. So to be honest, we're seeing obviously a pullback coming through there, but this isn't. I wouldn't say it's completely confirmed yet for you. Who said that? Some random guy. Yeah, some random guy. Sounds so weird. Weird saying it. But yeah, some random guy. Some random guy. This isn't completely confirmed yet, just because, as you can see, we haven't really seen a proper reversal in the trend there. If we see a proper reversal in the trend and we start to come down a bit more, then obviously there's a lot less chance that we are going to actually come up and have a continuation here and invalidate this this bearish divergence here. So I wouldn't say it's completely confirmed yet, but it's definitely something to be leaving in the back pocket for later there, considering how we are behaving here at this all-time high there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for. If we do see us bang, we're going to be looking at price targets around 76k, maybe even 80k to even invalidate this here. So yeah, it will come into fruition there, but it's just when it does. It's just when it does right now. But yeah, it's definitely something that I will be leaving on the chart there. So yeah, thanks for that. Thank you for that. But yeah, hopefully I've covered that. Let me move through to my altcoins of the day, guys. We've done one. Let's do the rest of them. Let's do the rest of them. Just gonna yawn. Yeah, LR's feeling a bit trigger happy this morning. It's alright, don't worry. Chug the water, the entire glasses, Mr. Miles. Amazing stuff, man. And guys, if you are new to the stream, I do stream every single day, Monday to Friday. So yeah, you're here with me every morning. I do appreciate you all as well. It's nice to see you all back on the stream, supporting the channel out here. Now, let's do Litecoin. I'm here to showcase to you today my second altcoin of the day, and that is a bit of LTC, a bit of Litecoin coming through. We've obviously seen insane gains to the upside recently for Litecoin. And when I say insane gains, I mean the last 3 days, well, 2.5 days, have been insanely progressive, right? Insanely progressive. Let's look at percentages there. We're up 33% in the space of 3 days. That is unhealthy as hell. When I say unhealthy as hell, guys, I mean we need either consolidation or we're probably going to see insane rejection to the downside like so. Because when you see parabolic motions like this, guys, you need to really actually consolidate for a bit after that. Otherwise, you will see correctionary phases, sell-off phases coming through there. Because it's seriously overextended here on the RSI, on the daily, really, really overbought there. So you're probably going to see some sort of sell-off now. That's definitely something to be looking out for. You've got the volume weighted ATR band coming down to show a bit of resistance as well. So I would expect to be banging down resistance from that. As you can see, big resistance from this zone. But if you can find support on it, it's actually looking really, really quite progressive there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for. But what I would say is we are seriously overextended, guys. So really, I wouldn't really expect us to be banging up even more. And as you can see, strong trend line as well in terms of resistance from this zone. Really, really quite bearish along this area there. If we can find it, and if we can break it and find some level of support there, then we could be looking at for another leg up. But as I said, I want some consolidation along this zone before taking another leg up here for Litecoin. And to be honest, 33% banging it up like that, I really probably would expect a bit of a pullback coming through. And what's a pullback of around 11% down to the most recent horizontal on the daily there for another wave up, setting a nice higher low here if we are going to do that. That's really going to be quite a healthy scenario there for Litecoin. But yeah, it's very interesting to see how this has actually planned out there. Huge uptrend continuingly here on the MACD, miles and miles and miles away from a bearish crossover there. Not looking like the trend is going to fizzle out anytime soon, but that's why we're going to jump down to some smaller term timeframes and see what we can gauge from that. Now, looking at, let's do the breakout scenario, right? Breakout scenario coming through here. For now, what we are looking for here is going to be, obviously, we've got a rising wedge chart pattern, guys. They tend to usually break to the downside. We could be looking at the most recent uptrend, which is obviously like so. In terms of a measure move, guys, this is obviously going to bring us perfectly in line with the previous all-time high here for Litecoin. In terms of momentum, in terms of an uptrend, in terms of a price target there, really quite good. It's going to be around at $404 there for Litecoin, but it is still going to be a 50% gain there. So we're not, personally, it's actually going to be really, really quite unhealthy if we do this over the next 3-4 days or so, because we're going to be insanely parabolic, and we would have done around 70-80% in the space of literally like 6 or 7 days. And we can't be doing that, guys, because we know what happens when that happens. May happens, right? we can't be having a May scenario coming through there. We don't want that. So we want to consolidate along this zone. We want to take another healthy leg up from there. But yeah, that's what I would say in terms of a price prediction there. All-time highs looking achievable if we can consolidate there. But I would expect a pullback coming down from this zone. Overall, looking bullish, I would say. Let's jump down to the shorter term timeframes and see if we can get some sort of price prediction and targets coming through, because we are seeing, I would say, a trend line coming up like that. That's yellow. Not wanting a yellow trend line. I want a white one, please. As you can see here, guys, we do have an ascending triangle. Ascending triangle usually means continuation to the upside. But to be honest with you, as I was saying, we've pumped a hell of a lot recently, right? Volume is on the way down as well, as you can see from these grids. As you can see from these grids, we are actually coming down in the volume there, which probably means we're probably going to actually see resistance from this point. We've tested it twice already. It's going to be very interesting to see how this does actually play out there. If we do break this to the upside, as I was saying, humongous long position, humongous breakout scenario to be coming through. But what I would say, if we do break it up, I would expect dirty wicks to the downside. A nice bit of manipulation before continuation there. After seeing a 33% gain there, guys, we're likely to see a massive wick down, stopping out a load of longs, and then banging it up to the goddamn moon from there. So yeah, a couple of things to be thinking about there for Litecoin. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. I would say very, very good in terms of progressionary pumps to the upside there. Volume weighted ATR in terms of a balance point is going to be sat around $237 there. So that's definitely something to be thinking about as well there. But yeah, today I reckon that's pretty much going to be your update on Litecoin. I would say ascending triangle in terms of a really short scalp trade there. If you were itching to get involved with this, obviously I wouldn't. For me personally, the move's pretty much done from the longer term timeframes from that symmetrical triangle. What I would say is, it could still do around a 5.42% if the breakout is going to be good, but it's a very, very scarce zone, this zone. As I was saying, we've pumped 33%, guys. Please, please, please be careful. I would expect pullbacks coming through there. So yeah, definitely a couple of things to be thinking about there, and that's going to be your daily update today on Litecoin. Now, let me have a little look at... see the chat's popping off there. We got Billa saying Shib, Polkadot, soon. Dot's going to go to the goddamn moon. Shib, I think Shib's going to trend down for a long, long time. Just because it's, I think we might have another wave up, but overall in the space of like 3 to 5 years, it's got its use. It's got its use case, and its use case is it's literally an exchange. It's literally an exchange. Exchange coins, barcrypto.com, and the ones that have their own blockchain technology and their own blockchain, right? They're obviously doing very well, but SHIB doesn't, as far as I'm aware. Might be wrong. SHIB doesn't, so I do think SHIB is probably going to come down because it's literally just an exchange, and it's pretty much funded by FOMO, right? Let me jump to my third and final altcoin of the day today, guys. Is going to be a bit of XMR, right? bit of XMR. Very, very bullish on Monero in general, and we will get to your altcoin requests, guys. I can see you're all itching to bang altcoin requests in the chat, so we will get to them ever so shortly, and I will get to them, not a problem. I'm just going to do XMR in terms of a nice price prediction and my altcoin of the day there. And if you are new here, guys, I do pick 3 altcoins a day every single day to showcase to you. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Now, and I do stream every single morning, right? You know the score. You know the score. Subscribe and all that stuff. And likes, we're at 38 likes, unreal, guys. And your likes really, really do really help the subscriber count and really help the channel in general there. Apparently not. Apparently not. No, but yeah, it really, really does help, honestly. Moving on, guys. Let's have a look at Monero.